with our powerful ever main camera of HTC, all you can do is just turn around. Then there's a little selfie of us. As simple as that. For those people who are action-oriented, want to capture your brilliant moments, something like this. You can see if you are like this lady, is actually a true lady. This film is shot in Barcelona. She is a very, very good skateboarder. And when you get on the action like that, squeeze is not the easiest way. It becomes the only way to capture the magic moment. Now, how do we combine squeeze with a next generation trend? We all see the wide use of natural language conversation coming, using the voice command. So imagine, let me give you a little demo here. I can do a little squeeze. To turn on, oops. Okay, Google. What's my calendar today?
Connected to Nemo 6.
What's my calendar today?
Connected to Lin TW.
Okay, Google. What's my calendar today?
You have a calendar entry today at 2:30 p.m. The title is Launch Event.
Okay, Google. How's traffic to home? Okay, Google. Okay, Google. How's traffic to home?
There's light traffic from your location to your home, so it'll take about 18 minutes.
Or you can use a different wait word, something like this. Alexa. Play me pop music.
जर तुम्हाला माझ्या साऊंड मध्ये इको ऐकत असेल माझा साऊंड तर मग ऐकू असेल तर सॉरी त्याबद्दल.
Alexa, stop music.
हे कंपॅरिझन चालू आहे सध्या की Google Assistant बेटर आहे का Alexa बेटर आहे.
You can use the squeeze, either you set up with a short squeeze, long squeeze, or in combination with the voice command, you can wake up either OK Google or Alexa. And I'm very glad to report in China, for the China consumers, we're also working exclusive with Baidu. And we're going to use Baidu platform to power the voice command with the squeeze. I want to talk a little bit about the combination using squeeze and voice command, because it says something about an innovation of HTC on acoustics. In fact, this smartphone, I inadvertently actually just turned on the OK Google. You can see that by voice. You see how accurate it is? Because we have 4 microphone arrays dictating voice from all directions with distance. We can hear the signal very well and filter out the noise. And because of this, we're able to record with this setup a 3D recording with audio zoom. Why this is important? Because in the coming years, all you will experience is immersive real-time experience that will require a real-time 3D voice experience with any audio focus you want to do. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about multimedia. People talk about multimedia, the first thing coming in mind is camera. I'm very glad to report, we're just being informed, HTC U11 camera has been ranked the highest and the only one with the highest score. So, HTC U11 camera is the only highest ranked phone camera ever tested. And these are not my words. These are the words by DxO, which is being informed. Thank you to all the HTC engineers, Elmer's team, and many team members here working day and night making it happen. This doesn't come easy because we get really good score on a lot of people anticipating the so-called HDR plus. The next generation of HDR give us really good contrast. And this camera is super fast on both photo and video. Plus, with a lot reduced noise in a different light environment with extra details. So this is today the highest rank only phone camera ever tested by DxO. I also want to talk about audio. We first introduced the HTC U. People try to understand why we introduced HTC U. Why do you take out the 3.5 millimeter audio jack? And I remember some of the reviews just say, how come you take out 3.5 millimeter audio jack without even trying to understand how ViewSonic will really bring your audio experience to next level? By linking into Type-C, you can see that we have the ViewSonic combined with two microphones that are able to detect your ear canal reflection. So beef up where you need to beef up. So you get incredible. And I encourage you guys to really try it. Whoever you have really high-end analog headset, I really encourage you to try side by side because this ViewSonic really fit into you. With this ViewSonic, because the microphone, we're able to detect the noise inside your ear. So we're able to basically send the counter noise to cancel the noise. So I'm proudly to announce in second generation ViewSonic in HTC U11 will come with noise cancellation capabilities.
म्हणजे तुम्हाला वायरलेस इयरफोन्स नाही भेटणार, तुम्हाला सी टाइपचे इयरबड्स भेटतील, त्यामुळे तुम्हाला सी टाइपचा पोर्ट भेटेल.
And on the speaker itself, I saw a lady upstairs getting quite nervous. She flipped aside on the boom sound. Yes, we have the boom sound. This is the next generation of boom sound, and I really encourage you to compare side by side. Even with our old HTC 10 last year, you can see it really step forward. And I also encourage you to compare with the premium phone, current premium phone in the market. You'll see the stereo sound is unrivaled. Finally, I want to talk a little about our industrial design. You can flip to the page.
Brilliant moments. Squeeze is the easy way. Squeeze to share the best you. Immerse yourself in music adapted to you, where outside noises fade away. Squeeze for the adventurous you. Squeeze to immortalize the moment. Record sound in 360 degrees for you to zoom in on. Squeeze and do what no other phone lets you. HTC U11.
All the film was shot in Barcelona. You can see there's a guy taking the adventurous himself, plunging to the water. Even though we don't encourage you to play your phone inside the water, yes, HTC U11 does come with waterproof. And sometimes when you play in that activity, want to take a photo, squeeze is the only way because the touch will not work in that environment anymore. We pioneered the metal unibody design for a couple of years. So we thought about what would be the right industrial design for a new generation of smartphone for the coming years. We thought about a few things. First, it has to fit really well ergonomically on your hand. Second, it has to look aesthetically beautiful, stunning. Third, the color has to be great. These are three main things we think about when we start thinking about what would be the right industrial design for our flagship. I'll talk about how to fit onto your phone very well. We all know between the consumer and the display, there is something called cover glass. So starting with the cover glass, how do we create a phone that can really fit very well inside your hand? So we started bending the glass from the front, the top. Start with the cover glass. We start bending this glass. You can see it's symmetric looking in there. And not just bend 2 ways, 4 ways. It's bending in all directions. Then we move around to the back, taking the same way, bending into multiple directions to create something it fit just so well inside your hand. Then we start thinking about how do we make sure the color is right. We're not the first company using glass to do something. Glass has been used for hundreds of years. But how do you make the glass look stunning? We try to do things differently. We basically evaporate minerals, quite a few elements of the mineral, onto the inside of glass. In fact, not just mineral, the couple other ingredients, which I can't say. As a result of that, you can see it's a stunning looking of a phone. Why is it stunning looking? The phone I'm holding on, we call it Amazing Silver. Quite some fans came to me during the welcome dinner last night, say, I really like this color, but it's not really silver. I say, you're right. Frankly, we don't really know how quite to call it. That's why I call it amazing silver. Because you look at it from this angle, it could be silver with a tint of blue, a purple. Different reflection here, it'll give you a different color. We are going to roll out 5 different colors. Amazing silver, sapphire blue, brilliant black, ice white, solar red. And to be honest, I don't know why the solar red color got leaked. Because it was decided very late.
Red, black, blue.
I'm just so amazed.
Solar
Solar red is not just red.
red.
Actually, the reason we call it solar red because from an angle, it coming from the radiant of the sun. It comes with a little bit red and gold. I encourage people on the streaming or people here live to find opportunity. We want to show you these brilliant color. Finally, I want to show you the film done by our industrial design team. Hope you like it. Hope you like it. This film actually being prepared by a couple people upstairs on 16th floor. A group of people aged probably 25. You see the young vibrancy of HTC. Next, I'm going to hand it over to Nigel. Where's Nigel? Right there. He's going to unbox to show you the technology powering these experiences. Thank you.
Everybody.
The Vice President.
Hey there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Charlene. Ladies and gentlemen, HTC fans, members of the press, thank you for coming. Da jia hao. Thank you. Earlier this year, we introduced the new design language Charlene mentioned. We called it Liquid Surface. This direction marked a bold new step in HTC's design aesthetic, material development, forming, finishing, and assembly. Liquid Surface really pushed the envelope for what's possible with aluminum and glass. Our goal with Liquid Surface was to breathe new life into our unibody and blend the durability of aluminum with the purity and elegance of glass. The unibody construction by nature is very clean and simple. Liquid Surface intent was to bring multiple parts together in the simplest, cleanest way possible. With the HTC U11, our amazing design team took Liquid Surface to a whole new level in this compact 5.5-inch QHD package Charlene showed you today. But glass is not an easy material to work with. It's unpredictable when trying to shape it, cut it, color it. It takes a lot of skill. It might be okay for sculptors and artists where these idiosyncrasies of the material add character. But when you're trying to bring mass-scale manufacturing, where fine tolerances are required to bring multiple parts together, we have to, and we strive for such high quality, and you strive for such beauty, we had to redesign our processes to shift glass from art to science. To create the HTC U's complex 3D forms, our engineers created and refined a completely new manufacturing process. Process that includes dozens of forming operations that take that flat piece of Gorilla Glass add apertures for cameras, speakers, LEDs, and then heat it to in excess of 500 degrees C, and then step by step, ever so gently, form those beautiful curves. And then to fix this glass to that rock-solid piece of aluminum that sits in the middle, we had to fine-tune the tolerances to absolute perfection. The result, though, speaks for itself. Just run your hands over the form and you'll be amazed at the solidity and just how great it feels. As Charlie mentioned, the U11 is available in 5 colors, which you'll see at the booths here today. But by applying color to the backside of the device, we also flood the glass with this super rich, deep, durable pigment. And that doesn't rub off, unlike anodizing, which is on the front surface of glass, because this is on the back, it's actually really, really durable. The effect is incredible. And not only do you just see these base colors, but you see these other colors shining through. Charlene talked about the amazing silver, but the black one, pick it up. You've never seen black like it. You see these little hues of green coming through. My personal favorite, the sapphire blue, just an amazing, amazing color. But because the color is applied to the back of the glass, and it's super durable, it's not going to scratch or wear off. But in addition to that, the great thing we've introduced with the HTC U11 this year is dust and waterproof rating. So the HTC U11 is built to live with you through life's ups and downs. Now, we all know that screens are getting bigger, and sometimes it's cumbersome to access those frequently used functions that you have. Today, we introduced this new user experience platform called HTC EdgeSense. EdgeSense simply enables some shortcut interactions through the sides of the device when you squeeze the HTC U11. This is enabled by a series of microsensors that run down the left and the right-hand side of the device. There's 8 of them in total. Always on, super sensitive, and just waiting to respond to your command. We tested them thousands of times, and over the lifetime of the product, you're going to get an amazingly consistent experience. There's 2 behaviors. One is the short squeeze action that Charlie mentioned earlier to light up his camera. The other one that you can activate too with advanced mode is a longer press. So I just did a long press on my phone here. I turned the LED on and off. I'll do that again. That's the long press. That's the second gesture. Out of the box, we set that camera for the first gesture. The second one, completely up to you. And the great news is you can customize a whole host of features. So when you go into the settings menu, there's a list of different things. Classic things. Take a screenshot. Light up your favorite voice assistant, as we showed earlier on. The other great thing, though, you can choose any app. Any app that's sitting on your phone, you can assign to those 2 functions. So if you run in your life by Instagram and Spotify, then just assign those 2. And away you go. The level of force you apply is also something that can be completely personal to you. The slider scale you see on the screen here, you can increase the force or decrease the force, depending on what's personally works for you. We've also got something we call pocket mode too. This is where we've added the proximity sensor into EdgeSense as well. So if this device is in your pants, that's trousers, my friends in the UK, or your bag, or your jacket, you're not going to get false presses. Another great thing about EdgeSense, unlike capacitive panels, is it works when wet, and it even works wearing gloves. So this year I spent the winter going up to the ski lift with my daughter. She wanted to take a selfie every time we were on the ski chair. I couldn't do it. I had to take my gloves off every single time. It was precarious. It was kind of dangerous. With HTC EdgeSense, that's solved. Now you can safely keep your gloves on, your hands warm, and pop a selfie. Another area for growth in consumer products has been this voice control. Now, 2 years ago, talking to your device was something for the early adopters. But we've seen a rise across the board. On the HTC U11, we set out to build the most robust mobile platform for voice-oriented apps and services out there today. One always-on, low-power microphone constantly listens for your commands and responds with amazing accuracy and instantaneously. The technology that enables that, for example, OK Google functionality, is something called Wake Word. Wake Word enables your device to be spun up from a deep sleep state and do things for you. The great thing, and we've got some friends from Qualcomm here today, is that the Snapdragon 835 executes something called dual wait words. This means that when we develop our platform, we can actually add another wait word into the system. Now, you know HTC has always been a pioneer of openness. We want to leave it to you to decide what is best for you. As Charlene mentioned, we're thrilled to be partnering with Amazon and introducing Alexa as our second wake word on the HTC U11. In addition, this puts HTC at the forefront of voice service integration and helps Amazon further expand the ecosystem of devices and provide a completely unique experience, unified experience, I should say, across all devices. This is a first for HTC, a first for Amazon, and something we're super proud of. Alexa Wake Word will launch in the US, UK, and Germany, where Alexa has most momentum today and also has the language support. HTC U11 buyers in those markets will find that the Alexa app will refresh and update to their devices sometime in the first 30 days after purchasing their device. In addition to Google and Amazon, HTC Sense Companion gets even stronger. Focuses on bringing you recommendations based on really your on-device behavior. So think of this. You're a heavy user in the afternoon, and you've got 2 dinner appointments, a dinner and maybe going to a concert or something. What's the point of us giving you an alert to charge your phone at 5 p.m. in the afternoon when you're at 5%? Doesn't help you. So we look at the behavior you have, and we think, this person's got a busy afternoon ahead of them and a busy evening. They're not going to be getting in a taxi till 10:30 tonight. We're going to tell you at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, hey, try charging your phone to get you through to your taxi ride home. That's the kind of stuff HTC Sense Companion can do. In the past few months, we've rolled out a series of new features, including commuting advice, step counts, weather forecasts, phone power, and performance. But when I was in New York last week, a colleague of mine, as he landed on the tarmac at JFK, got a reminder from HTC Sense Companion about 5 different restaurants we could go to that night. What was funny about that was that very soon after we sat down in that restaurant that night, he also got this alert. Told him his step count hadn't been good enough this week, and we had to walk all the way home this evening. So HTC not only keeps you fed, we also keep you fit too. Our intelligent assistants are getting better and better by the day, and there's lots of people doing interesting stuff. But what we've done with HTC U11 is put the power of the most credible and complementary suite of services together in one handset so you can choose what's right for you. Another story you know well from our past and our attention to detail is imaging. We were the first people to change the game in introducing ultra-pixel and go away from the megapixel race. As Charlene mentioned, we're super proud to get this mark from DxO for both video and still images. But to reach that lofty score, our engineers had to work tirelessly to enhance the ultra-pixel experience on this device. We achieved that by combining 5 optical five-axis optical image stabilization with the f/7 aperture, and also added a new technology even only coming to digital SLRs today, pixel autofocus. The combination of all of those things, combined with our software optimization, helps us deliver something called autofocus. The end result is that we've got the highest rated smartphone, delivers best-in-class HDR, best-in-class autofocus with reduced noise, finer detail, improved white balance, and flash color. Yes, just about every metric that you would want to bother to measure on a camera has been improved on the HTC 11, and we're super excited to be able to tell you that today. One of the other things we've sought to improve is video, and the great news is that all those innovations that we brought to our sensor for still images have a positive impact on video. And with the 5-axis optical image stabilization, electronic image stabilization, we have the most stable smartphone video out there today with great exposure, white balance, detail, and low noise. On top of that, we've got all the high-end basics we know you want from your cameras. 4K video, 24-bit audio recording, and this 360-degree sound recording that utilizes our 4 mics to focus on sound coming from multiple directions to give you a much more immersive sound recording alongside your video. It's really incredible. Another great feature that we've added is something we're calling acoustic focus. The best way to describe this is we're tying audio levels with zoom in on video. So as you zoom in on this on the subject, you get louder, more focused audio against it. I'm just going to play this for a second and let you see what that feels like.
We have to smash it. Let's do it. Let's get that one down. Still more springs to fire. Yeah, all right. Peter says it's not a major problem. So.
There you go. Actually feels like you're walking into the frame. It's quite incredible. It's simple, but actually quite brilliant at the same time. But our attention has not been limited to the main camera. We've also got a 16 megapixel f2.0 camera on the front where we've optimized our software and algorithms to give an ultra pixel type experience. So that really, really performs well in low light conditions. And in addition, we've kept our super bright 150 degree wide angle lens so nobody gets left out of the shot. Another area where every one of is different depending on our genetics or the kind of ambient noise levels we've been brought up with is audio. As Charlie mentioned earlier on this year, we tried to leverage USB-C to be able to intelligently sense, using sonar-like technology, what's going on in your eardrum to build a sound profile that's exclusively for me, exclusively for you. It takes just a second, 2 or 3 seconds to set up. All happens automatically. But we didn't stop there. We added this active noise-canceling earbuds that Charlie mentioned, which are also powered through USB-C. It's the future. There's so many different things that we can do with accessories and audio that you're going to see more and more innovations on USB-C because you can take data in and out. You can take power in and out. So that allows us to harness the power of that Snapdragon 835 processor to do onboard computing, counterbalance the ambient noise that you hear, and send an amazingly pure signal back to you. You get incredible audio with this. The great thing is, it means there's no batteries in the headset. It means they're lightweight. It means they're compact. It means they're not $300 lost if you leave them on the plane. Actually, they're about $49 on HTC.com. So we're excited about bringing those headphones today with ANC. Even better news is that these come in box with the HTC U11. And not only do the headphones come in box, but actually the guys that love their 3.5 millimeter powered cans that they've got there today and they spent a lot of money on, we're going to ship in box the 3.5 millimeter headset to USB-C adapter 2, along with that clear case to keep that beautiful finish just as beautiful as the day you bought it. So back with the HTC M7, we launched this boom sound all front-facing speakers. And every year since, we've continued to refine that boom sound experience. The HTC U11 is no exception. The engineers here have done something really clever. When you build audio, you're really looking for more back volume. But of course, there's some engineers that want to make products smaller. So these things kind of hit head-to-head. The engineers of our audio team today have actually utilized all the free space, or a lot of the free space that comes just between components naturally in a product like this, and harnessed that as part of the back volume to the speaker. That means we've had an incredible performance. In fact, I was out in New York and San Francisco last week doing some demos to some press, and they were completely blown away. I did a comparison with the HTC 10, which in itself was really good audio, and compared that with the HTC U11. Night and day, amazing. Actually, with 4 decibels higher levels on the HTC U11 versus the HTC 10. So I'm not going to try demoing that on stage, but I do stress we've got our sound rooms over on the right-hand side here. So get in there and listen to that because it really is going to be something you're going to be impressed with. So finally, let's say a few words on performance. HTC has a great partner with Qualcomm who've delivered an amazing chipset in the Snapdragon 835. However, delivering that great performance on our features like EdgeSense, UltraPixel, acoustic focus, there's still work to be done on our shoulders. And our engineers work tirelessly, hours and hours, weeks and weeks, months and months, refining that so you get the most seamless, elegant experience on our devices. And we spent weeks tuning that system further. And in the time we've commercialized the HTC U11, we've continued to improve system optimization by further improvements on the GPU and also the way data comes in and out of the chipset. We've also improved battery life a significant amount by balancing the use of those cores. There's 4 cores which are high power and 4 which are slightly lower power. We've balanced those out to further improve. We've queued alarms concurrently rather than linearly, and that helps us improve our battery performance as well. And we've even intelligently sensed apps, which you may not think are running in the background and consuming battery power on your device, but we know they are, and we're going to help you manage that too. And in addition to that, we've also added UFS 2.1 memory, so you get further power enhancements with that, and also speed of read and write is performed too. So the performance of the HTC U11 is absolutely stunning. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. We've covered design. We've covered a new user experience in EdgeSense. We've covered Usonic audio. We've got an amazing camera that's got that best-in-class rating now. The HTC U11 really has had the most complete overhaul of features than any flagship in HTC's family line before. It's absolutely comprehensive, and it's right that we should do it in our 20th year. And the good news is that the HTC U11 is going to be available starting next week in certain regions and the rest of the world beginning early June. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you. I'd like to welcome Lisa back up on stage to wrap things up, and Shea.
Thank you. Thank you, Nigel. Super job. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're finished for today. We want to thank you all again for your time. We're going to wrap up the live stream, so thank everybody who joined us. Before that, if you've any questions or queries about the latest HTC U11, just go straight on to htc.com to find out more. Okay? Thank you. And we're going to do some photography now as well.
तर मित्रांनो इव्हेंट संपलेला आहे. यामध्ये तुम्हाला जर माझा आवाज बरोबर ऐकू आला नसेल तर त्याबद्दल सॉरी. तरी आपण तुम्हाला काय भेटते तुम्हाला नेमकं सांगतो. तुम्हाला सर्वात पहिला स्नॅपड्रॅगन 835 प्रोसेसर भेटेल. त्यानंतर तुम्हाला 12 मेगापिक्सेलचा बॅक कॅमेरा भेटेल. ड्युअल कॅमेरा सेटअप नाहीये. त्यानंतर तुम्हाला 16 मेगापिक्सेलचा फ्रंट कॅमेरा भेटेल. यामध्ये तुम्हाला IP67 वॉटर रेझिस्टन्स प्रोटेक्शन पण भेटेल. म्हणजे हा फोन वॉटर रेझिस्टन्स सुद्धा आहे आणि फ्लॅश प्रूफ अँटी थेफ्ट सुद्धा आहे. आणि जे सर्व काही फीचर्स आहेत तुम्ही बघितले आहेत ऑलरेडी. तर मित्रांनो मी आता ही स्ट्रीम बंद करतो. आपण भेटूया पुढच्या स्ट्रीम मध्ये.